Hi guys, today I would like to talk about incarnation net and the reincarnation cycles. Some of the soul groups were finding it difficult to follow why do we incarnate again in the planet, and there were a lot of questions coming in from why we keep on going into these repeated incarnation cycles over and over again. Yesterday, I was talking about the final outcome of reading the Akashic records, where you meet the walls of Amendi and the sphere of Amendi. That is the point when you can release all of your karmic debt and your past life karma and choose your soul embodiment of your life purpose and feel the bliss out of it and move in the direction of your life purpose. Now the question one of the soul groups pointed to me was like whether this lifetime can be the last lifetime on the planet. That was an interesting question, though, as I found the question's answer, as it is up to us whether the soul wants to complete the work that is given to be fulfilled in this lifetime or not. If the soul feels that there is some work that is left undone in this lifetime, then the soul chooses to reincarnate again. There is an incarnation net above, there is a grid in the earth where this incarnation net is present. So, what happens is when the soul associate with certain kind of soul families or your soul friends, then the souls choose to incarnate again as and when it is required. Suppose you have been associating with different other souls in this lifetime to when once you know your life purpose or not, you will be getting some certain visions of what you are supposed to do with those people. That is the reason people forms groups with certain soul tribes by finding their own tribes in this lifetime. Now, once you start associating with specific tribes, then suppose the work you started a certain work which you wanted to fulfill during this life, and that was not complete, then your soul chooses to reincarnate again in a different timeline. Suppose you are 100% sure of what your life purpose is, that can be only reached by reaching the walls of Amendi, where you can release all your past life karma, and without karmic debt, you will be able to move freely into your future timeline, where you will be embodying the true soul embodiment of what you are supposed to do in this lifetime for. It is a difficult task to do soul integration because your soul will tend to go into soul fragmentation several times during this lifetime, and it could be say after 30 years or 40 years or even 50 years, people will find it difficult to do the soul integration because uh, our soul will get fragmented, and from the soul fragmentation we need to integrate these soul parts and do the soul retrieval. It is a difficult journey though, but the answer to the question is, uh, if there is some work that is left undone during this life, and the soul thinks that it need to fulfill that purpose, then the soul will reincarnate again during that timeline, and it depends on whom we are associated with and what kind of work we are doing in this planet during this lifetime. Now I wanted to talk about more about the kind different types of people who believes that your soul embodies your true life purpose, and there are people, it is like a lotus flower. uh, you know just imagine a lotus flower bud. The bud will not be open, it will be only closed. There are some people who will think that their soul does not embody or contain the life purpose that they truly want to do in life. But you try to associate yourself with a lotus flower that is fully open from the bud. There are people who are closed like the lotus bud, and there are people who are open like the lotus flower that is fully blown from the mud. Now these are the case with the souls also. Certain souls believe that they need to fulfill their life purpose during this lifetime, whereas certain people, they get closed off to all these things, and still they continue to live a monotone repeated karmic life which is associated with the matrix. Now yesterday I was talking about reaching walls of MND will help you come out of the matrix patterning. Matrix is basically your 3D physical life connected to the material world. For moving out of the matrix, you need to live a pure spiritual life, and then only you will be able to assemble your soul fragments and integrate it to do a proper soul retrieval. I was talking about how the Akashic ethers work. You need to work under the atmospheric ether, under sound and light, under the sun, to understand what is your tree of knowledge and tree of life. And from the Akashic records, you create your tree of life and your soul purpose. And using the soul gifts you have, you can activate your flower of life. And these things will not be available to people who are like the lotus bud, because they are closed off to these things and they are not willing to leave the material world. But for people who are open like the lotus, fully blown lotus flower that is coming out from the mud, they will be able to access all this information during this lifetime itself. If they are uh, there are two options of following either darkness or light. If you feel that you want to choose darkness, then you will go into this matrix repeated patterns over and over again. And the easiest way to accomplish that is follow the path of wisdom. If your soul thinks that you need to find your true purpose in life and what your soul embodies during this life, by integrating your soul lessons, your life lessons, you can collect the soul fragments and do a proper soul retrieval. And that is possible for if people are wounded, or if they have trauma from the past, then they will not be open to these kind of ideas or changes in the physical. The biggest resistance comes from a group of people who are either emotionally wounded or have past life trauma. The pain of the emotional wound will be so high that they'll be unable to move towards a life that they really want to pursue in life. And the biggest roadblock to all these things are the wounds from the past. Suppose you are not able to move into a life that you really want to live in this planet, it could come from those emotional wounds or traumas from the past. That is why we use several methods to connect to your past lifetimes. Like we can use crystals or tarot to help us either read the subconscious or your past life and connect to your Akashic records and awaken near far memories of certain past lifetimes. At least one lifetime you had, and a significant lifetime where you had pains or severe experience from the past. We'll be able to understand what was the trauma that had come from your past, which is causing you the repeated cycle over and over again during this incarnation. Now, once we understand the cause of the emotional pain, we can heal that and release the trauma. And now, once we release the wounding, we can integrate that as a life lesson and continue to move forward by forgiving yourself and others and moving into a future direction of yours. And for that, that can only comes with integration of your soul lessons, and then you will be able to do a uh, soul purpose reading and find about what exactly you uh, uh, want to be in this lifetime. And everything starts from the realization that we need to be in the light of the wisdom of who we are in the planet and what we are supposed to do in this lifetime. And this is why I was talking about the walls of MND, where you reach a point of total bliss, where you understand from life lessons of your different past lifetimes as to why you were going in certain direction or patterns. Once we do the causal analysis and do the uh, eliminate the root cause patterning that is causing it, we can uh, move into rectifying that by choosing only our life purpose. So that it is up to us, it is up to the soul to choose whether we want to incarnate again or not. If you are trying to fulfill our life purpose during this lifetime itself, then our soul doesn't want to incarnate again. I hope that answers the question of the soul group that has asked me whether we'll be able to complete the intended work during this lifetime. Now, there was another thing that I wanted to speak about, like soul integration is something that can be done by assembling, collecting the soul fragments. Now, uh, there are various ways of achieving those. Like we can do connect to our own past life using crystals, using tarot. We can do the subconscious readings. We can do the akashic readings also. We can connect to the stargate keepers that is dormant in everyone's cellular memory. There will be a lot of junk DNA associated with our DNA strands that are dormant in the body. From the junk DNA, we can collect the akashic records that is saved in the cellular memory, and we'll be able to connect to two lifetimes, out of which one will be a past lifetime, major past lifetime, and another will be a significant lifetime where we'll be having lessons to integrate. And we can go ahead doing the healing of the emotional wounds or trauma associated with the past. We can use sound healing and light language as the highest frequency of healing comes from using either singing bowls, sound frequency healing, or light language healing, which will help you open up your chakras and your uh, etheric body. Now there are people who comes with the faulty auras. Now I was thinking about seeing aura as a cause and not an effect, because what I perceive is now people can be identified with different auras like blue, indigo, purple, yellow, red, or whatever colors are there in the rainbow spectrum. Now your aura is not an effect, basically it is like karma. Your aura is a cause of what you are, because if you are perceiving the highest truth of what you are, you will be more close to your catheric layer, which will be your divine blueprint. And you will from the aura itself will be able to understand, will be able to do a body scan basically from the auras and see that see whether you have any faulty chakras. Now the because of the difficult life lessons you are carrying out daily, or the stress or trauma that you are undertaking, or the emotional wounds or pain that you have, that is the one that is causing the aura to be in a certain color, which is why I tend to believe that the aura is a cause and not an effect. Now your aura colors would be moving towards the positive spectrum of blue, indigo, or purple if you are following your life purpose, and you will not you are not facing any hassles for doing that. Then your aura will be nearest to the catholic or your divine blueprint, which is the highest layer of the aura. If there are faulty auras, from the color itself we'll be able to identify what all chakras need to be repaired, or if there are any holes in your aura. Now if there are holes in your aura, we'll be able to scan your auras through the photos you are giving, or we can remotely connect to you and do an intuitive reading. Once we scan the auras, we will be able to scan your chakras also, and we can give you sound frequency healing or light language healing to help you open up your chakra system. Now uh, we can connect your sacral chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is called as the heaven chakra. Your third eye chakra is the one that opens up to your stellar, your stargate portal, and your walls of amenity, which is possible only by opening the third eye chakra. Now, with mudras and light language, we'll be able to integrate the heaven chakra that is situated above the crown, and your third eye chakra and your sacral chakra will be able to integrate those chakras and help you uh, totally shift into a spiritual life, where you will be able to find the true purpose of who you are, and you will be able to go back into the creative mode by using creativity from the belly or the sacral chakra, and use your third eye chakra to read directly from the stargate portal and connect to the walls of MND. And from the heaven above, which is your crown chakra, you will be able to download information from your Akashic records, and you will be able to do these reading of Akashic records on your own if we use a sound frequency healing or a mudra light language uh, session directly from us. This is what we are planning to do to help soul groups do their own Akashic records reading and find about the true purpose and soul gifts to help them uh, do the soul retrieval and follow the life purpose towards what the true purpose of the soul is.